Hey guys, what's going on? Bob Busker here again at ThinkComputers, and today we're taking a look at a new motherboard from Gigabyte. It's their X79-UD3. It is their most inexpensive motherboard in their X79 line. Above the UD3, you have the UD5, the UD7 OC, and of course the Assassin 2. So let's just get to the good part, open it up, and check out what's inside. Okay, so taking a look at the box here, Gigabyte has kind of gone with a little more reserved approach when it comes to the box. There's not a ton of information on the front here. It does let us know that it does have the new F7 BIOS or later. Gigabyte was having an issue with this board, which we saw some actually catch on fire and overheat and things like that. The new F7 BIOS fixes that, and not only fixes it, but actually makes this thing really, really good at overclocking from what we've seen online. Also let you know it's designed for Pci Express Gen 3, 4-channel DDR, of course X79 chipset, and it supports Intel Core i7 processors. On the back here, gives you a complete overview of the board, a lot of information on all of the features, but let's just go ahead and open it up here. Opening the box up, everything is pretty nicely packaged. You have 4 SATA cables here. You have a 3-way and 4-way SLI bridges. You have 2 crossfire bridges. Pretty simple. You have this Gigabyte powered sticker. You have your I/O shield. And you have your guidebook and user's manual. And then inside the user's manual you will find your drivers and utility CD. So it's pretty simple. That's pretty much all you get. Again, this is their lowest end board, so you're not going to find a ton of accessories inside the box. The actual motherboard itself, let's get it out here. The actual motherboard itself is nicely packaged in an anti-static bag, which all motherboards come in. Okay, so taking a look at the board, the first thing that I noticed is that it looks almost exactly like, or is styled almost exactly like the Z68-UD4 that we recently reviewed. Same color design and everything. So you have this sort of like a gunmetal color for the PCB, and then all the accents are black, and then the heat sinks are that same gunmetal color. Really looks good. I like how it looks. It's not overly flashy, but it just looks like a solid board. Starting at the CPU socket, that is the LGA 2011 socket, brand new from Intel. It is a lot larger than a lot of other CPU sockets that we're used to seeing. It's just much, much bigger. With the new LGA 2011 chipset and the X79 chipset, you're going to see quad channel memory. So you have memory on each side of the CPU socket. So you have 2 here and 2 on this side. If we take a closer look up here, you can see that you have 4-pin CPU fan and then a 4-pin system fan, and then you have your 8-pin CPU power up here. Now moving over to this side, you have another system fan here, and you have your 24-pin ATX power right there. Moving down are your SATA ports, which there's 2, 4, 6, 8 right here. And the way this works is these 4 black ones are controlled by the X79 chipset, and they're SATA 3. These 2 are also controlled by the X79 chipset, but they're SATA 6 gig. Now these 2 right here are controlled by the Marvel chipset, and they are SATA 6 gig. Now moving down to the bottom of the board, you have all your internal connections, but you also have 2 more SATA 6 gig ports right here that are controlled by the Marvel chipset. Now moving down, you have internal USB. They have 1, 2, 3 front panel USB ports. 1 is the charging port, which will charge your devices when your system is off and charge them much faster. You have your TPM connector here. You have another system fan connector here, and there's also another one down here. So this board has a lot of system fan connectors, so you don't have to use those old Molex connectors, which nobody really uses anymore on for your fans in your case or something like that. COM port, and then your front port audio right here. Now, taking a look here, you have what's great about X79 is the amount of Pci Express lanes that you can use. This is a low-end configuration. As I said, this is Gigabyte's lowest end X79 motherboard, but you get 4 PCI Express lanes. Now, the way these work on this board is this one will always be 16x, okay? So this one will always be 16x. Now, the third one will also always be 16x as long as there's 2 or 3 graphics cards installed. Now, if there's 4, it will run at 8x. PCI Express lane 2 and 4, they're always going to run at 8x. So that kind of gives you the rundown. There's 2 PCI Express X1 slots and a legacy PCI Express slot. And that is about it for the overview of this part of the board. Now we're going to move over here and take a look at the back of the board. On the back of the board, we're just going to go down here. So you have 2 USB 2.0 ports. You have your PS2 keyboard and mouse port. You have your coaxial audio and your optical audio. You have 4 USB 2.0 ports, and you have 2, looks like they're 2 Sata ports right there. You have 2 USB 3.0 ports, 2 more USB 2.0 ports, Gigabit Ethernet, and then you have your 7-channel audio. So this is basically a pretty solid board here from Gigabyte. It's their X79-UD3. Again, it's their lowest end one, but it is a pretty solid motherboard. So again, guys, if you like our unboxing videos, make sure you subscribe. And if you like this video, hit the like button at the bottom. Catch you guys later.